welcome back, guys. So in this lecture we're going to look at internal CSS. Okay, now so I would not want to create another okay, I'll just create another paragraph tag. So I'll say P and tab, and this is another paragraph. Okay, good. Now internal CSS exists within the page but not in the element it needs to style. Okay, that's one. So to add an internal CSS, I'm just going to come within the head and I'm going to say style. Okay, so basically what I did is I created an opening and a closing tag for style, right? Now you know, to make this actually effective, I'm going to delete. Okay, maybe not yet. Let me just write my style first. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say P, which is paragraph. Okay, and this is the selector, remember, and I'll give a space and put my curly braces. So my curly braces, both the opening and the closing, and then I'll hit enter. Okay, now within this opening and closing curly brace, I'm going to add a property, the color property, and colon, and then I'll say blue, and then I'll close with a semicolon. So basically, remember this is how you add style, okay, using the selector. So now I would save. Now you may notice that within our inline style we didn't have to put this P and the curly braces, but the reason why that is because we are writing our style within the P tag. So there's no need putting a P when you already have a paragraph tag here. So this is the P, this is the opening tag, this is within the opening tag, right? So basically it's just to specify that what you're writing here is a style. So that's why there's no need to put the P and the curly braces. But since we are writing our style or our CSS style outside of the elements, we need to specify what we are trying to select, and that's the purpose of having this P selector, right? And then the color is the property, and the blue is the value of this property. Okay, so I'm going to save. Now can you guess what happens when I refresh the page? Well, let's see. So I just refreshed the page and this is another paragraph, is blue, but the first is red. Okay, now I'll quickly tell you why this is red and this is blue. That's because when a browser opens up your HTML document or your web page, it starts to read your document from the top. So from this very doc type, it starts reading your document and it goes down. And then as it reads the document, it applies the style that it finds. Okay, so supposing the browser gets to this P selector and then it reads that, oh, the color for the paragraph on this document should be blue. Okay, it says, okay, any paragraph I find, I'll make blue. And then it keeps reading, the browser keeps reading your document, and then it gets to this paragraph tag and it reads another style that says the color should be red. Immediately for this particular paragraph tag, it forgets this blue and records this red. Okay, so that's priority in our CSS. So the inline style has the highest priority when it comes to inline, internal, and external CSS. Okay, so like I said, the browser starts reading your document from the top to the bottom, right? And it gets here, it finds that you said your paragraph tag should have a color blue, but when it gets here, it found another style, so it has to drop this first style and take up the latest style. So that's why this paragraph is red. And then when it gets to the next paragraph, it sees that, oh, there is no color styling for this paragraph, so it falls back to our internal CSS that says our color should be blue. So that's what we have here. Okay, now I'm going to add another paragraph. So this is P, and I'll say yet another paragraph. All right, within this paragraph I'll add another style. So I'm just going to copy this style here and I'll paste it here. And instead of red, I will say I want it to be green, and then I'll save. Now, what do you think happens based on the explanation I just gave you about, the browser reading your document from top to bottom? Let's refresh the page and find out. Boom. So we have yet another paragraph and the color is green. Okay. So as we go along in our CSS, I hope you're understanding the importance of CSS. So we've seen two types of CSS. The first is inline CSS, okay, that is written within the opening tag. And then we have internal CSS that is written within the head section of our page. Okay, so basically the last kind of CSS we'll look at will be external CSS. All right, thank you so much for watching this lecture. See you in the next one.